Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me again for race 3 of the League 2 guys in the Ultimate Racing League Sunday Challenge. We are of course in Italy at the Autodrome Lago Maggiore. Once again apologies if I'm saying that completely wrong. I just like to call it the racetrack by the lake. And as I say, we are here for race 3, 2 fantastic wins for Wacky Racer. He looks totally unstoppable at the minute. However, he does find himself at the back of the grid for this race. It is reversed grid, so we will have a rundown of the grid order now. As I said already, Wacky Racer is in 11th position, Niggle is in 10th, Aspect 9th, Hodgie 8th, Viking is in 7th after a fantastic battle with Robbie and Declan. Robbie is in 6th, Declan very unlucky in race 2, finds himself in 5th, Stealth is 4th, Angry Man 3rd, Hopper's 2nd, and the Big Mac, who has not had a fantastic day at this track at all, is now on pole position. So this could be his race if he can get a good start and get a bit of a gap. He is on the softs, so fingers crossed for you, Big Mac. We're all rooting for you, well I am at least. So let's get underway. Lights out eventually as the Big Mac and Hoppers get us away. The two Mercedes of Viking and Aspect seem to get a great start as Hoppers gets his nose in front to turn 1. Oh, the back end of the BMW having a bit of a moan then, but managed to keep it in check. Everybody through the first couple of turns, keeping it nice and steady. Oh, that was a big leap from Hoppers. I don't know, a bit of lag taking place there, but everybody through. Down the hill they head. Robbie's in 4th. Well, now the Big Mac has, Big Mac's still out in front. Hopper's in 2nd. Angry Man 3rd. We've got Robbie in 4th. He is on the inside of Angry Man, so he could well take this 3rd position as they go side by side through the S's. Hoppers is going to get caught up in all of this as well. And the Big Mac's dropped to 3rd as Hoppers goes through to 3rd. Oh, the Big Mac's off again. The Big Mac's off. Oh, let's see if I can find him. There we go. Let's just have a look what happened. So he was having a great race. Oh, bit of a touch there, I think, from Hoppers, but they all managed to keep going. And then it all just gets a bit out of hand as Hoppers gets across that sausage, and you really don't want to be getting across your sausages on this track. And that throws him off and all the way back down to 11 for Big Mac, just to continue the misery that he's having on this track as Hoppers carries on in front up the hill with Angry Man sitting in 2nd. Aspect has made his way to 3rd. He really is not messing about in this race, is he? He is on the soft tyres, and I'm sure he'll want to get out and get a win out of this one. We've got Stealth in 4th. Oh, he's finding himself in the dirt as well, loses a place there to Viking, so Viking goes through to 5th. Wacky Racer in 7th, he's desperately looking for a way through. Declan also there as they come through turn 17 to cross the start finish line to start lap 2. Oh, everybody's still very bunched up, apart from obviously the Big Mac, who's, I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's got his head in his hands and he's having a bit of a cry there, and I know exactly how you feel. So Hopper's still out in front. Aspect made his way to 2nd, and I'm sure it's only going to be a matter of time before he takes that lead away from Hoppers as they go down the hill. Looks like Aspect has got himself on the inside and his nose in front, and he has. So Aspect is going to take the lead away from Hoppers. Angry Man in 3rd. Then we've got Robbie, Stealth, Viking, Niggles in there. Viking and Niggle having a fight for 6th position. We've got Wacky Racer on. We got up ahead then. So what's the yellow flag for? It may be, yeah, we're going to get a yellow flag every time then, because the Big Mac's parked up. So every time we get to that section, we're going to get a yellow flag waving, which is no overtaking, which could cause problems, because if somebody does overtake, they're going to get a massive penalty. As Aspect tries to stretch his legs now. Hoppers having a fantastic race. This Hoppers, really pleased for him. Keep it going. Hoppers in 2nd. Robbie in 3rd. We've got Angry Man in 4th with Stealth. Everybody still very close. Close racing on lap 2. Stealth having a little bit of a look at Angry Man around the final turn. Across the start finish line. Stealth in 5th. Viking 6th, side by side for these two guys. Viking does have the inside line, but that's going to swap. No, Viking manages to hold on to it. Stealth in 6th then, so Viking up to 5th. Everybody got through. Niggle now into 7th. Who's that got? Oh, it's Wacky Racer with a penalty, and going very wide on that turn as well. Hodgie down in 9th. Declan now in 10th. I'm not quite sure what happened to Declan, but he finds himself in 10th. I'm battling with Hodgie. The Big Mac still parked up, so we're going to get the yellow flags waving again. So it's no overtaking. Otherwise you're going to get yourself a penalty. As Robbie's gone through to 2nd. Hoppers in 3rd. Still enjoying it out there, although he must be sweating a bit with all these guys around him. He's not used to having cars everywhere, but he is holding his own, and good on him. Hoppers, come on, you can do it. As we can see, Angry Man and Stealth going side by side. Viking trying to get in between them. So he has. Viking's gone through. Stealth in 6th. Let's go on board with Stealth and get a driver's eye view of what's going on. As you can see, Niggle trying to get past him as well. Stealth having a look at the inside of Viking. Viking going around the outside of Angry Man. Nearly a coming together for those two, but kept it clean. Oh, Viking just gets his nose in front of Angry Man. Niggle now all over the back of Stealth. You can see a great shot of the bumper there. Oh, Hodgie darts to the inside as well. So could Stealth lose out on a couple of places? It's all happening now. Oh, a bit of a touch there with Angry Man. Everybody's still going the right direction though. So what's happening now? Viking in 4th, Angry Man 5th, Hodgie 6th. Hodgie carrying a penalty though. Stealth is in 7th, Wacky Racer 8th, Declan 9th. Declan putting a challenge in on Wacky Racer. Niggle going around the outside, almost 3 wide as we go up the hill. Really don't know where to look next. So Niggle down in 10th. I'm sure he was up in 5th at one point. Oh, and he's got himself on the grass there. That's going to be dirty tyres. Just a little bit of lag going on with Niggle. Maybe that's caused him to drop a few spots. And then the Big Mac's finally got his car going. Aspect now opening up quite a decent lead. He has got the current fastest lap of 56.4, so not messing about his Aspect. He's really trying to get away from the rest of them. Robbie in 2nd. Looking very comfortable, just about see Viking in the distance there. Viking now into 3rd on that on the podium. Vikings had a pretty decent day of it so far. He's had some cracking races in the last two, so we'll be pleased with his performance. Then we've got Hoppers in fourth. Come on, Hoppers, you can do it. He's got Angry Man all over the back of him though, putting him under all sorts of pressure. Try and keep it nice and clean through there, stay off the grass. As Angry Man does go through, and now Hoppers has got Wacky Racer to deal with, and it looks like Wacky Racer's going to get the better of him. It's a drag race down to the bottom of the hill. We've got Stealth just sitting in 7th. Declan not far behind. Declan has a look up the inside of Stealth, but Stealth shuts the door on him. We are just approaching the 9-minute mark with 6 minutes to go. Hopper's now dropped down to 7th, Declan in 8th, Niggle 9th. So let's just go back up to the middle of the pack. Wacky Racer has made his way through to 5th, so he's having a good third race. Winner of our previous 2 races, now up into 5th. He is on the medium tyres though. Angry Man in 4th, with the Viking, Robbie and Aspect are the top 3, and very spaced out are those guys. So this is where the fight's all going to happen then, in mid-pack. Angry Man just clinging on to 4, with Wacky Racer catching him with every turn. Stealth sticking there with Wacky. Stealth's on the softs. Hopper's now in 7th. Oh, and he's picked up a penalty, so that's going to let Niggle through, I'm sure, unless Niggle gets it done before the penalty zone. Declan also just sitting behind Niggle, waiting for an opportunity. So this could be where Niggle goes through. He's got the inside line, and does. Declan also goes up the inside. Hoppers gets on the grass. That's he's lost 2 places there, down to 9th. Hodgie in 10th. Now we've got a yellow flag. I don't know what's that for. That might be the Big Mac. Yeah, the Big Mac's just pulling over to let everybody through. So back up to our race leader, Aspect, out in front, looking very comfortable. He doesn't need to do anything silly. He's already got the fastest lap, a 1:55.4, and a good, I don't know, 5-6 seconds ahead of Robbie. Viking sitting in 30. He can see the back of Robbie, can Viking, so it's giving him something to chase. Angry Man coming under pressure from Wacky Racer. Angry Man just managing to just stay in front, although it doesn't look like it's going to be long before Wacky Racer makes a move. He does, he goes up the inside. Excuse me. As Wacky Racer takes that 4th position away from Angry Man's, and Stealth wants a bit of that as well. So Stealth now putting the pressure on Angry Man's. He seems to be enjoying his 3rd race, does Stealth. I'm not quite sure the Alpha's got the pace to keep up with the Merc and the Aston, but it's certainly quicker through the corners. Let's just stick with Stealth to see whether he can get close enough to Angry Man's as they go down the hill, to see whether he can put a challenge in. Angry Man goes defensive. No, Stealth's just, oh, he's trying to go around the outside. That was a brave effort from Stealth. Couldn't quite get it done, but a very brave effort nevertheless. Let's just go back up Oh, as Viking has got right up to the back end of Robbie, so whether Robbie's had a bit of a moment or so, I'm not sure, but Viking has got right up to the back end of him now. He's absolutely flying, is Viking. He is on the soft tyres, but then again, so is Robbie and Aspect. So the top three guys all on the softs. Aspect is out on his own and looks uncatchable. So the race is on for second and third. So both of these guys, if they carry on like this, will get on the podium. But it's who's going to be on the higher step. As Viking is right up the chuff of Robbie now, and surely it can only be a matter of time. We have about a minute of this race left. I'm just going to stick with these two just for the next couple of turns, as we just saw Wacky Racer come into view in the background in fourth position. I'm not sure he's going to get close enough to get better than fourth. So very quickly, let's have a run down of the order. Stealth has managed to get by Angry Man. Niggle, desperate to get by. So Stealth moves up into fifth. Angry Man sixth. Niggle doing everything he can to get by Angry Man's. And Declan's in there as well in eighth, although Declan does have a penalty to serve. That's going to drop him off of these back of these three. We really don't know where to look next, as Stealth leads the pack. It looks like the Big Mac is going to finish. He's just waiting for the line, but the Big Mac's going to finish as we watch Stealth, Angry Man and Niggle all go through the S's. Niggle goes wide. Declan serves his penalty and has dropped off, so I'm going to have to go back up to our race leader Aspect as he takes these final turns. Just coming up to turn 17 now. Great victory for Aspect, he'll be pleased with that. Oh, don't crash it into the wall. So Aspect takes the win. Robbie is going to come in second. He's managed to hold the Viking off. So Robbie is going to take second. Viking third. He will be pleased with that. He's had a great day as Viking. Wacky's got fourth. Stealth managed to hold everybody off to take fifth. Angry Man sixth. Niggle seventh. Declan eighth. Hodgie ninth. And Hoppers is going to bring it home in 10th with the Big Mac already finished, as Hoppers goes very wide on that turn. But that was race 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, if you could subscribe. We will catch you all again next week when we will be at the Red Bull Ring, and that should be an exciting race, because I do believe it could even be rain making an ugly appearance in that race. So I shall catch you all very soon.